Welcome back, folks, to the third installment of my Hunan trip. It's day 2 in Zhangjiajie, and here I am getting the bus at 7 a.m. to get to Tianmen Mountain. There are a choice of 2 cable cars to get up there, the longest of which is 7.5 kilometers, one of the longest in the world. Unfortunately, I can only get tickets to the shorter one, but this would still take me up to the best tourist destination in China for fans of early 70s rock music, where I was going to climb the Stairway to Heaven to get to the Heaven's Door. Because of the rain the previous evening and overnight, it was very, very misty, and it was about to get even mistier as we ascended up the mountain. Crazy to see those cable cars disappear into thin air. Anyway, got to the top.
Genuinely cannot see a thing. I'm afraid to approach this edge because you just cannot. I mean, you can see a few trees down there, but you just sort of cannot see a thing below. You have no idea how far down it is. But look up there. I think that's where we're heading, along this treacherous path for half a kilometre by the looks of things. Makes me kind of petrified to do the glass bridge shortly, or later today. Hopefully it clears up by then. You can just about see the road down there.
That's right, they have glass walkways here, so that's coming up later in the video. Also, the road in question that you could just about see is this one. It's called the 99 Bends Road, and it's 11 kilometers long. It's meant to be a pretty perilous drive up. No surprises there.
It's the pros of waking up early, is that there is barely anyone here. The cons, I mean, it's cool in the clouds, but I bet this view is also incredible, so hopefully see that later. Also beginning to wonder how good the view of the cave is going to be, because it's somewhere up there, I think. I have a feeling this is the start of the staircase up to it. But the view is...
I had indeed found the Stairway to Heaven. The stairway is 999 steps, and it leads directly up to Tianmen Cave, also known as Heaven's Door. In total, it took me 15 minutes to walk to the top. And again, the mist meant that I could, at times, see neither the top nor the bottom of the staircase. Fun fact, the cliff below the arch was scaled by famous climber Alain Robert, who free climbed up the whole mountain without safety equipment. All 1.5 kilometers of it. Honestly, this guy's career has been insane. I'll link him in the description. I finally made it up to the top, and here I was in Tianmen Cave, Heaven's Door. At 5,000 feet above sea level, it's the highest naturally formed arch in the world, hence the Heaven's Door title. It's also 130 meters tall. then ascended to the top of the mountain.
Made it to the top. 8 escalators, and they were all very long, but we are here. And look at the view. Incredible. Absolutely just nothing.
There's a trail that goes all the way around the outside of the mountain, so I firstly set off down the east path.
It looks like behind this door they do base jumping. There's no one here. To the glass bridge on the east side of the mountain.
At the halfway point, I made it to the Tianmen Mountain Temple, which is a Buddhist temple. Originally, it was built in the Tang Dynasty, but was destroyed during a war, so it was rebuilt in 1949. After I left the temple, I headed down the west side of the mountain path. Pretty much completed my circuit of the mountain now, so the last thing to do was to head up to Yunmeng Fairy Peak, which is the highest peak on the mountain at 1,518 meters. Once again though, the views weren't there, but it still did feel like you were walking in the clouds, so quite cool.
There's snow. Actually, snow on the top of the peak.
Then headed back down the mountain, where I found it was so much busier than it was when I first came up, so definitely a good idea to come here early.
After 10 minutes, back at the bottom. A lot busier now. Not that you can see very far still. If anything, there's less visibility now. So even more reason for coming earlier in the day, I guess.
This time on the cable car back down, you could actually see the 99 bends road below, which is quite cool. And the visibility down at the bottom was way better than before.
Look at the queue at the bottom now. I'm feeling very smug with my 6 a.m. wake up.
Later the day, I headed up to the Tujia Folk Custom Park, which is a sort of exhibition of Tujia historical culture. Tujia people are an ethnic minority, I think the eighth most populous in China, and they live in the western part of Hunan. Inside is the Tusa Castle, which has a 9-storied wooden hall, which is apparently the largest and tallest and most perfect wooden stilted building, according to Guinness World Records. By the exit, there were a lot of food shops giving out free samples.
Update on the free samples. I was offered some more. Some sort of nutty nougat thing. And I then decided, well, it's really nice, I'm going to buy a packet of it. For about a £5. 5 of these when I only wanted one. Plus, they handed me a few extras on the side as I was leaving, and they're very tasty, so I shall be eating them a lot. This is what they all are, little nougats. I've no idea if they're all the same, but I have a truckload of them now.
In the end, I actually found out they were made with rice and peanuts and kudzu root. But anyway, very nice. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more Hunan videos coming soon.